Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. Oh, I thought he'd never leave. I'm sorry, I had to do it. He's gonna walk back, all the way back to the farm. He's right there, farmer's right down there. And I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of nice when you're hearing the Pro 700 and everything. It's kind of, and this really annoying beeping all the time. It's actually kind of nice when you get to the end or you turn around and dip back in again. It's kind of nice to just hear nothing sometimes. To my opinion, it's kind of nice just to not hear anything. In my opinion, it's freehanding her is going actually pretty good. Especially being that it's basically just doing one really long headland pass, because I don't use auto guidance on my or in-row passes. Right there is a spot that I will always remember and will forever be in my heart. That is the spot that Dad had about calling me at 11 o'clock at night and say, "Hey, I got the planter stuck." And ever since he's about got that planter stuck, nothing has grown there ever since. We're gonna get stuck. Are we gonna get stuck? Nope. Magnum 1, wet spot 0. Okay, so I'm doing the border pass up in this down really low spot area, this about 30-ish acres here. So we're gonna see exactly what it really is. I'm doing this first so that if the tires get really caked with mud, then when I get done with the rest of the field, I don't have to worry about it being so caked when I get out on the road. So I guess usually we do this last. Right up here, I've spun out this tractor a few times, right down where all these leaves are. So we're gonna see if it happens again. Jeez, it's soft. Oh yeah. It's soft out there. Look at that! There's some dust flying, boys! I don't think it's actual dust. I think that's the lime. Pretty sure they put lime on this field, and I think that's just the dust from the lime. It's not actual dirt dust. It's drier than it was last time you guys saw this, but it's not that dry. Okay, well, we're done with this field now. Done with the most cut up field of the day, more than likely. And now we're gonna fold her up. I'm gonna do something I've only done one time before. And that's drive right there with this thing folded up. Alright, so I've done this before. I've done this one time before. And it was pretty okay. So just a slight incline here, holding the camera level. This right where this pole is about the worst of it. There we go. Oh yeah. Easy money. Okay guys, so it's been a couple hours since I picked you guys up, being that I went to go and I went and ate lunch while Dad was running this machine, and we went to another farm, which was actually the one I just did was right there. That was actually the last corn stalk field that we had to work for this year. And then we went down the road a little bit and jumped over, and there's a 20 it might be 22 acres that is right across the tree line right up here that we own. It's actually the first couple videos I ever filmed with GoPro. Taking down the tree line, it was on that field over there. And so Dad he probably did about 2/3 of that field. The rest is so hilly and everything. We tried to grow a waterway where we didn't work where that field is. We're just gonna let this side of that field be alone, and now we jumped back across the creek. Now we got this 3-4 acre patch right here to do, this 60 acre field right here to do, and then a 40 acre field to do after this, which it's gonna be before I'm done with this field. So we'll see where I'm at. We'll see where I'm at in a few hours, whether I want to do that 40 acres or not. I really would like to, because then we got probably like close to 90 acres to do down south of here. And then after that, all of our ground is done. Look at that line right there. Look at that laser. All done by hand. I'm so proud of myself for that one. There's one of the dry dams that Dad built. Nice bare dirt to work over. Okay, so I've done a few acres here. Not very many at all. I mean, I did a bordering pass right up along through here, and then I've done, this would be a round and a half is what I've done here on the long, just the main back and forth stuff. So this is why people like to run rippers on compacted ground instead of vertical tillage tools or discs. Either one of the two works just fine for this example. So this right here is right where one of Dad's little dry dams that he built is at. It's right in here. I don't know if I doubt the GoPro can pick it up. What kind of grade it is. I don't think it can. So anyway, so we had to grade off a bunch of dirt to make this dam right here. That's how the dam, it doesn't just, the two tectonic plates, is that what you call them? Underneath the dirt move and makes a really tiny mountain. That's not how that works. Dad just takes a box blade, scrapes a bunch of the dirt off, and then it just forms a mound, goes on each side, back and forth, makes a line all the way. This is probably a 45, 50 foot short little dry dam. Not very tall, just enough to kind of stop water from being able to wash the rest of the dirt away. It gets really hard, and especially when you're trying to make dry dams off of this and you're scraping, you get down to that bottom layer of dirt, and it's really hard. And that's why people run rippers. That's why we run rippers on our hard ground. And this is what happens when you try to run a disc or a vertical tillage tool over that. Now granted, it's muddy, but if we go to the front, you should be able to see it a little better. So, as you can see, they're barely going in the ground. They're only going in the ground about that deep. You can see the back aren't any better. It's a little better here because the way the disc gangs are. You can see, I mean, they're barely in the dirt there. I have not gotten out of this seat for quite some time. So let's go change that. Needed to get out, stretch the legs, shut the door. It's gotten a lot nicer out. You guys can tell it's now sunny. All the clouds are way yonder over that way, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. It's nice now. Uh-oh, we got a warning. Death, or otherwise known as AdBlue, low. I was kind of wondering, I went through quite a bit of DEF today. I don't know if I ever went through this much DEF in one day before. I mean, I'm not working it all that hard anymore. I was really working it on them corn stalks, but I didn't think I was working it that bad. Wow. I mean, it's obviously still going to keep going. I'd love to get this field done. That's what I would like to do. Alright, so now I'm looking for the tanks of AdBlue or government juice or blue government, whatever people call it. And you guys still remember our trophy? Remember this? Used to be in that combine back there. Can't really see it. It's behind the 180, but used to be in the combine. Now that's his new home. Oh, about dropped it. All right, here we go. Here, solution sloshing around in there. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. That's real good. These are a little heavy. Not that big, but they got some weight to them. Maybe I'm just a little weak. Oh man, it's cold. It's cold out here. Okay, I got the 4 boxes out here. I'm gonna put all 4 in there, being that, well, the 180 is not gonna need it. So for the rest of the year, it's already pretty much full on that stuff. So this is pretty much empty. Sometimes I wonder how stuff like this gets back up there. That's quite a long hop from that this tire can fling up there. Okay, we're all filled up with def. Supper is eaten. Everything is still all accounted for, I believe. So I have no problem with starting her and getting a move on. All right, and just like that, we got this field done. 40 acres done. So we're gonna call it done for the night. Mostly being because every other farm that we have is farther away. It's about 8 o'clock at night, and it really wouldn't be worth it moving down to where we gotta go. So we're just gonna park this out in the gravel lot, and then earlier tomorrow morning I'll come out and get this thing up and going, and we're gonna get some hopefully get all of our fall work done for the year. So tomorrow is gonna be the last day of field work for the entire year. Home. That's it. Sure was awfully considerate of him though, because he gave me a nice spot to park the machine away. Because must have came out after he ate supper and came out and opened the door for me. That was real nice. I'm gonna go inside and I don't know what. Probably go to bed. So I can get up early tomorrow and get this sucker on the road. She's got a lot of road travel and a lot of acres to cover tomorrow. So I got about another 100-acre day tomorrow. So I think we'll probably see you guys tomorrow. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, well, good morning, everybody. It's the next day, and hopefully we can finish up tillage and field work for the year. That's the main aspired goal. So what I got to do is I'm gonna get that 235 out, get it started up, get it warmed up just a little bit, and then open the shed up, pull it around. It's got one low tire on the right side of the implement bar. I think it's just a bad tire. We just filled it up yesterday, so I don't really know why they'd be doing that, other than the fact that it's just a bad tire and it needs to be fixed. So, but if it is leaking anything, it's a very minor fix, something that's very manageable. So I'm not that worried about it. Dad came out here a little earlier, plugged into the block heater, so shouldn't have to worry about that problem, about it not starting. So, but I'm gonna get this thing started. Doors opened up, fill up the tire, and unfold it. And I gotta grease some joints up and around through right here. So. Okay, we'll see what that does. You know, I don't know if he could have picked the worst time to do this. start that grill then now. But he's got to do it if he wants everything to be on time. All right, we're going old school. We're running this machine old school with no guidance, and we're also greasing it old school with the old hand pumper. Okay, we're all greased up. Now it's time to head down to the field and get some acres done today. They got really nice in a hurry. It's actually pretty nice outside now. Anyway, got moved down here. The farm's ways down that way. Got moved down here a little while ago, and I'm working. This is an 11-acre piece, and then if you jump the road right over there, there's a 22-acre piece. I do believe it is. I'm on the 11 acres right now just because the way I came, this was the best field to start on with. Just kind of getting out, see what the job is doing. And there's a really big washout right through in here. You can tell that there's something here because, well, Dad just grazed over with the bean head and just kind of cut off half of the plant. And then also, and I was just talking to you guys, I found these. Hello? It's an animal that dug them because, well, there's one here and then there's one right here. Hello? Anybody? Alright, well, I don't know if I go this far to say as I'm getting super close to the end of this field. I mean, I've got plenty left, but I just got out because, well, I just saw this guy down here. So this used to be an old tree line or grove side all the way down here, whatever you want to call it. And well, we've been constantly cleaning out stuff, like branches and limbs and even old tree roots still sometimes every here and there. And well, that's where that is. And so this, where you wouldn't even be able to stand here 3 years ago. But we had this dry dam built up right up in here. Did a really good job building that, and just took out all the trees, the fence line, and I think we gained a solid 12 rows off of all of it. So I think we gained a solid 12. Good example of what I mean by long and skinny. End of the field's all the way down there, and right there, and right there, all the way down that way, all the way down that way. Like I said, not a short field. All right, well, this field's done. So now what are we gonna go do? Well, it's pretty simple. We're gonna go back to the farm. We're gonna fill this thing up, even though I still got about half a tank, and fuel it up and go eat lunch, then head south. I think I'm starting to get pretty dialed in with old school in it, because, you know, it just beeps at you when I hit the auto steer button. It just beeps at you. Lets you know that it's not available. The opportunity's too good. I gotta take a photo. This is too good. Okay. See, real quick, if you need to use the restroom, that's the men's room, okay? That's the men's room. What about that one? That's the ladies' room. That's not for you. You got a little butt in there, bud. It'll come out. Hang on, I'm gonna lower it so we can get up on top. Butt on that. Ow! You okay? I heard it. Braid! Be careful!
They're zip ties. They hurt. They're quirky.
Zip ties, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
What?
I'm not cut out for this.
Well,
I'm supposed to just sit in the tractor. That's my job.
I know it's supposed to be your job. It's supposed to be my job. You got something?
Maybe. I got a hammer.
You got a hammer?
Uh-huh. I got a hitch pin.
I mean, it could help.
Duct tape.
I don't know if that, I'm not sure if that would help very much.
Well, I mean, it'd shut you up, so it's something.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.
When do I get paid? It's been 4 years.
Sometime soon, it's okay. Alright guys, well, I think I'm going to call that a video. So that is all of the fieldwork tillage that we have for the year. So, I appreciate you guys watching through this year's fall. Truly have grown a lot more than I thought we were originally going to. Thank you guys for all the comments, supports, likes. And so I just thank you guys for that. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for watching this fall. We'll see you next time, guys.